Hey, what is up, guys? It is Matt here, and what? This isn't Boom Beach. Guys, This Means War. This is a new game that just came out in the US. It actually just went global. It previously was in New Zealand and Australia, but then it came to the US. So it is a really cool game. I actually enjoyed it. I played it in the beta stages. It has been out for a pretty long time. I know a lot of you guys are going to be just starting the game. Go ahead and go to the App Store. I'll probably, if I remember, I'll post a link in the description to the download. But if I don't, all you have to do is search "This Means War" in the App Store. It'll come right up. It's probably the first or second choice there. As you can see here, they base your title off of your trophies. So Master Sergeant I am. And basically, I know this is kind of higher level than what you guys are going to see, but in this game, your headquarters or your town hall is your command center, and you have alliances. So, actually, I'm in Nick at Night's alliance right now from Teach Boom Beach, and he actually has another channel called Nick at Night, and he made this so he could interact with the users from that channel. But anyway, the alliance score, I believe, we're like pretty close in the world. We're 21 in the world. Another YouTuber is actually in that clan, Intoxication. But we are 21 in the world, so pretty good. Not bad. Let's see if anybody's on. I was actually talking to somebody earlier. People are asking to join. Here's P-Dub. He needs reinforcements. I'll go ahead and give him some hackers. But anyway, this is a really cool game. I was going to go ahead and introduce you guys to the game. So let's go to my barracks. This is the grunt. This is kind of like your barbarian, or your rifleman. This is like a machine gunner guy. He's good at taking infantry. He has 3 times damage to infantry, which is pretty good. I have him at level 2. My rocket troopers are only level 1. They're extremely good against vehicles and aircraft, so they can totally rip them up. Hackers do 3 times damage to resource buildings, so they go right to the back or wherever the resource buildings are in the base, and they'll take that, which is really nice. That's kind of like your goblin, I would say. A sniper doesn't really have an equivalent in Clash of Clans. It's actually a really interesting troop, and as you can see here, speed, that might stick out to you as 0. He never moves. Snipers never move once deployed. An invisible foe attacking from long range with high caliber armor-piercing rifle. They are vulnerable once detected. Damage per shot is 1,000. So, obviously, let's go ahead and take a look at the Grunt's health. Grunt's health is 2,000. So, Rocket Troopers is 950. So, he can wipe out. It's funny because the Rocket Trooper has, and he's like a guy, and he has less hit points than this skinny girl. That's alright, though. But anyway, he could take out a grunt in 2 shots. He could take out a rocket trooper in 1 shot. He could take out a hacker in 3 shots. He could take out a hijacker, which is trained with 1 goal: infiltrate enemy vehicles and turn the enemy's own firepower against them. So he attacks. He goes into helicopters. He goes into vehicles. He doesn't go into humans because that'd be kind of odd. He's not like a parasite, but you have the vehicles, obviously. You have the Jackal. You have the Goliath tank, which is Jackals are good against infantry, obviously 3 times damage to infantry. Goliath tanks attract, they attract the defensive building's fire. Artillery tanks can attack over walls. They're out of range of the rocket battery, which is the defensive building in the game that is extremely strong against vehicles. Even though it can't target infantry, which is a plus. You have the sentry gun. I'm not going to go through all of those. I will go through the air ones though. The Talon Chopper, that's the basic one. Then you have the B6 Banshee, which is like a long range. You don't get that until level 2, which is a while. And then the Titan gunship, I don't think has even come out yet. That's just kind of there. It says available soon. So yeah, I was going to show you guys the Sentry Tower. So This is basically like, what would I call this? Like a cannon, although it shoots like as like an X-bow. It shoots that fast, but it doesn't do too much damage. Rocket battery does amazing damage to tanks, and heavy artillery can target ground troops, like vehicles and infantry, but it can't do aircraft. Rocket battery can do aircraft and vehicles, but it can't do infantry. And sentry tower can do anything, so air and ground, which is definitely a plus. It just doesn't do that much damage. So everything has their pros and cons in this game, which I definitely think is good. It's definitely balanced. You have your infantry bunker, which is definitely different. It's basically like whenever somebody comes near your base, the troops that are inside your infantry bunker go back, and attack them. So they kind of push the battle line, because when you're in battle, it's not just you drop your troops and hope they win. They keep respawning, and I'm going to show you guys that in attack a little bit later. They keep respawning. It's hard to explain. Then you have your vehicle bunker, which spawns vehicles, same idea, and then the airfield spawns air units. And then, of course, you have all your resource buildings in the back. In this game, also, one important thing to note is that there's no, like, Town Hall is interchangeable with the 50% for the first and second star. First star 40%, second star 70%, and the third star is 100%. So everything is based off of percentage. So, I mean, you could be 99% done with the base and not have the command center yet. The command center technically could be the last building that you attack, which is kind of odd to some people because they have that mindset with Clash of Clans, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I kind of like the percent system, to be honest. Let's go ahead and do an attack. I actually donated some hackers, so let me go ahead and gem some up for you guys. The currency that you can buy in this game is called power cells. So let's go ahead and do a campaign attack. As you can see, this isn't like what they would call half spectrum warfare. It's called full spectrum warfare, because when you're doing it, you have your base here, and then you have the enemy base over there. So if they beat your defenses when they're coming at you, it's not like Clash of Clans where you're just done. They start coming at your base and they can win. So it's definitely more entertaining in my opinion. It's definitely more fun to watch. Ooh, I got some jackals in there. Alright, here we go. So as you can see here, there's where the infantry are at the bottom. They just completely wiped out that jackal. Those are like level 3 jackals, I think. That rocket battery will probably make mincemeat out of them, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully we could take that down pretty quickly, because that's always the problem. These artillery tanks are out of range of the rocket battery if you get them in the right spot. As you can see, I got that 40% with the 1 star there. Jackals are still going to work and going through that wall. I deployed that Talon chopper to start taking that rocket battery out. Hopefully those artillery tanks can get there soon. They move extremely slow, in case you haven't noticed yet. And obviously that sentry tower. So those Goliath tanks are starting to go towards my base, which, I mean, could be a problem, but I don't think that they'll get to 40% before I beat them. So I think that I'll be alright. So as you can see, those artillery tanks just wiped that rocket battery. Let's go ahead and let that artillery tank go and do some work. I feel like there's like rocket troops coming out of the ground here. Drop 2, what are they called? Drop 2 Talon choppers there. Go ahead and drop an artillery tank over here. Go ahead, drop a Talon chopper to try to keep the fire from those sentry guns. Artillery tank took them out. And now we're moving into the last part of the base. They're still arguing with that Goliath tank that probably got hijacked from their side and was coming back at our side, but that's alright. Those hijackers, like we talked about, they do come out of those ambushes that were in the ground. I don't know if you guys saw them or not, but hijackers do come out of those, and they start trying to take over your vehicles. Like I said, there you go, 1 ambush right there. Those rocket troopers just came out of there. Hijackers will come out of there if vehicles go over that. That was perfect timing. Hijackers will come out of there if vehicles do that. So you definitely have to be aware that you know, hijackers can be dangerous. If there's only one of them, though, I mean, I wouldn't really say, because if it takes over one of your vehicles, then your other defenses are just going to take it out, you know. So obviously it wouldn't be too bad. And then of course you have the achievements, like in Clash. You know, a lot of stuff is like Clash and Boom, obviously, but there's a lot of different things as well. So I thought I would give you guys a treat and show you guys this new game. You guys can tell me down below if you want me to do this game on the channel. I'm trying to keep the Super Still gaming and this kind of gaming separate because the communities that like them are kind of different. I mean, some people like everything, but it depends. World Domination is not out global yet. I am a high-level player in that, so I might do a video or two on that. I might start a channel on that as well. You guys tell me what you think, like I said, about doing This Means War and or World Domination on this channel. I know a lot of other YouTubers already do This Means War, so I was hoping I could do World Domination and kind of start a new trend. But you guys tell me what you think of that. I'm going to go ahead and throw the trailer, the global launch trailer of This Means War on right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. And for all things Boom Beach, you guys know what to do. Keep it tuned right here to Nothing But Boom. I'm Matt, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode.
Finally, you have the tools to wage war from the palm of your hand. Go army on army and base on base in full spectrum warfare. Why? Because half-spectrum warfare is for f***ties! That's why! Forge battlefield alliances. Attack your so-called friends. Leave them sobbing in puddles of their own blood and urine, because frankly, well, they deserve it. Commanders, welcome to our finest tower. This means war!